Good evening, this is All India Radio Kohima. I am Nabin Pradhan with the evening news and these are the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs a joint meeting of empowered groups on COVID-19, directs authorities to ensure sufficient supplies. Nagaland Governor R.N Ravi says he has been closely monitoring COVID-19 preparedness in the state, appeals citizens to observe recommended preventive guidelines. 601 fresh confirmed cases of COVID-19 reported in the country, taking the total number to 2,902. In Nagaland, 45 samples sent for testing, out of which 41 persons tested negative, and all markets in Dimapur main town will continue to remain closed. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today chaired a joint meeting of the empowered groups constituted for planning and ensuring implementation of COVID-19 response activities in the country. He reviewed countrywide preparedness regarding availability of hospitals, proper isolation and quarantine facilities, as well as disease surveillance, testing and critical care training. Prime Minister Modi also directed the concerned groups and officials to ensure sufficient production, procurement and availability of all essential medical equipments such as PPEs, masks, gloves and ventilators. Nagaland Governor R.N Ravi said mankind is in the midst of an unprecedented crisis as COVID-19 is spreading across the world without discrimination. Addressing the people of the state today through public broadcaster AIR and DD Kohima, Ravi said, with no evidence that available medicine can prevent or cure this virus, the fight against this pandemic is likely to be a long one. Ravi mentioned about the recent religious congregation in Delhi in utter violation of the lockdown and social distancing norms and guidelines, which has given a serious setback to our containment efforts. Ravi said, although there is no report of COVID-19 positive case in our state, the unfolding scenario in our neighborhood is a sufficiently compelling reason for us to be on our utmost guard. Governor Ravi said, the state government with continuous support from the centre has been taking all possible preventive measures to ensure prevention and suppression of the virus. He said he has been closely monitoring COVID-19 preparedness in the state and guiding the government from time to time, stating that the state does not have a testing facility for corona, resulting in inability to do the required number of tests and assessment of COVID-19 situation in the state. Ravi said the state in the process of setting up testing laboratory. In this, the governor said he is keeping in touch with the Health Ministry and Indian Council of Medical Research for required assistance and expressed hope to have it ready and functional soon. Governor Ravi also appreciated the tireless efforts of the health workers working tirelessly, risking their lives in the battle against COVID-19. Ravi appealed to all the citizens of the state to strictly follow social distancing and observe recommended preventive guidelines. He also urged the church leaders and leaders of other faith-based organizations to continue to pray and lead the people in these unprecedented times. Governor Ravi requested all to demonstrate the collective resolve of Prime Minister Narendra Modi tomorrow at 9 p.m. and make it a resounding success. Nagaland State Management Disaster Authority NSDMA State Control Room set up at KJK, Kohima is constantly addressing the grievances of the public during the 21 days national lockdown due to the COVID-19 outbreak. NSDMA officials along with 13 NCS officers, Home Guards and Department of Information and Public Relations are manning the control room 24/7 to handle the crisis in the state. Principal Secretary Home Commissioner Abhijit Sinha, speaking to AIR News Kohima yesterday, said the attached NCS officers are working on rotation basis 24/7 to ensure that at every point of time an officer is available to address the call in the control room. Sinha informed that nodal officers are assigned to receive calls from people and migrants who are facing problems due to the lockdown. The control room numbers for COVID-19 lockdown are 0370-229-1122, 0370-229-1120. I repeat, 0370-229-1122, 0370-229-1120 and toll-free number 1070. Sinha further requested those stranded outside the state or facing hardships due to the lockdown to contact the control room. The control room is looking into all sorts of issues during the lockdown period and also checks supply chain of essential goods and commodities. You are listening to the news from All India Radio, Kohima. 601 fresh confirmed cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the country during the last 24 hours, taking the total number to 2,902. Out of the total cases, 183 patients have recovered and discharged from the hospitals, while 68 patients have died. Briefing media in New Delhi today, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Love Agarwal said the cases reported in the country are much lesser than those detected in other countries. He also informed that 1,023 positive cases of COVID-19 have been identified identified from 17 states, including Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Delhi, Telangana, Jammu and Kashmir, and Assam, Jharkhand, and Karnataka, which are linked to the Tablighi Jamaat cluster. Meanwhile, Principal Director, Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Vizole Z. Shukre, informed that in Nagaland, the total number of persons screened till today is 848, and total number of samples sent for testing is 45, while test results for 4 cases are awaited. Number of persons presently on quarantine stands at 2,630, while number of persons out of quarantine is 2,817. 41 persons have been tested negative, and so far there is no positive COVID-19 case in the state. All markets in Dimapur town will continue to remain closed. However, shops selling essential commodities and pharmacies located in colonies, villages and wards will be allowed to open for public from 6th of this month from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for wholesale markets from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. at GS Road. The decision was taken during the meeting of the special committee constituted by the state government concerning COVID-19 for Dimapur district yesterday. However, buying commodities from these areas will be allowed only with written permission from the concerned administrative officer, GB or village council. To create wider public awareness on COVID-19, public announcement will be carried out with the help of DPRO Dimapur and village councils in all the 96 colonies and villages within the district. District Magistrate and Commissioner of Police Rothihu Tetsio stated that Section 144 CRPC will not be relaxed and restriction on movement of public and vehicles except those under exemption would continue till the end of the nationwide lockdown. Meanwhile, Deputy Commissioner Kohima, Gregory Thejawile, has informed that all grocery shops and bakeries within Kohima municipal area are directed to open to the general public from 7 a.m. to 12 noon only. Further, the general public is directed to visit only the nearest grocery shops and bakeries within their respective colonies and wards so as to ensure public safety. Movement of media in the state capital today has been restricted by the security personnel in the capital city Kohima. Though media has been exempted from the purview of the ongoing countrywide lockdown, some media personnel on duty have been restricted to move without car passes issued by the government. In a surprising turn of event, the Deputy Commissioner in a letter to the Superintendent of Police Kohima has informed to ensure total restriction of vehicular movement except for those with vehicular pass and permit authorized by the competent authority and on emergency medical ground, which does not include the media. Earlier, when the lockdown was enforced, the media personnel were assured that they don't require passes as they are exempted from the purview of the lockdown. After this morning incident, when the matter was communicated to the concerned authority, car passes have been issued to media personnel covering the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite the fact that the role of the media is crucial for relaying of accurate, verified and credible information to the people, media personnel in the state have been facing inconveniences in various forms. And to end the news, a reminder of the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs a joint meeting of empowered groups on COVID-19, directs authorities to ensure sufficient supplies. Nagaland Governor R.N Ravi says he has been closely monitoring COVID-19 preparedness in the state, appeals citizens to observe recommended preventive guidelines. 601 fresh confirmed cases of COVID-19 reported in the country, taking the total number to 2,902. In Nagaland, 45 samples sent for testing, out of which 41 persons tested negative, and all markets in Dimapur main town will continue to remain closed. And that's all the news we have for you tonight. Good evening.